Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel. I am here at Knott's Berry Farm for Knott Scary Farm, their annual Halloween event that has been going on for over 50 years. I am super excited to be doing this. This is my first time back at Knott's in general since 2007, almost 20 years. I'm in a little courtyard area where there's a Starbucks, Ghost Rider's right behind me actually. Yeah, we're wasting time. Let's hop in line. Let's do this haunt event that I have not done in almost 20 years. Without further ado, let's get this trip started. One little note about Knott Scary Farm is that they are very strict about bags. Like the strap-on bag that I brought on, that I got into Dark Harbor and that I used for Universal Orlando, is a little too big, so they do provide lockers outside the park. I paid about $15 for my locker, and considering that I haven't been here for almost 20 years, I thought it was an all Knott's thing, but it's only for Knott Scary Farm, which makes sense. But now I'm in. I actually got myself a t-shirt, which I'll show at the end of the video. That way I have some sort of bag with me, and yeah, let's go do some houses. We're heading to the first haunted house, which is Zoo, and there's Ghost Rider with some riders going up the lift hill right now. It's listed at a 2-hour wait. We will not be doing any rides here.
Are you sure about that?
2 hours is a long time, and I do plan on coming back to Knott's at some point during the day so I can focus on the rides. But right now, we're here for the Knott Scary Farm stuff. So the reason I'm doing the zoo first is because when I picked up my shirt, the team member there said, make sure you do the zoo first and then after 11 p.m. because after 11 they turn off all the lights. So that sounds like it's going to be worth it. And it's also a 30-minute wait, which is pretty short.
Tissue neurotoxin injection at the tissue-sided necrotic soreness.
All right, so I just got out of the zoo house right in front of me over there. And I did not film in there. There's a sign that said no flash photography or filming allowed, and I assume because they are very strict with bags that they're also strict with filming, so I decided not to do that. Zoo is basically them taking a bunch of animals and turning them into super soldiers. It's got elements of John Carpenter's The Thing. It's really cool. The sets are incredible. All the houses appear to be in these giant warehouses, kind of similar to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, and it's just got a grand scope to it. There was one scare that not only made my stomach jump, but my glasses nearly came off. So that's probably the biggest scare I've gotten at one of these Halloween Horror Night haunt events in a long time. And they recommended that I do this again when all the lights are out. They give us a flashlight after 11 p.m., but y'all don't have to sit on that. Right now I'm going to do the next house across the way called Widows, which is also at a 30-minute wait.
Lucky few shall know. Yes, you.
So Widows, it started out okay. I mean, it's just a haunted house with a bunch of spiders roaming around. But then as we go further into the house and go into like a giant spider's lair, it looks really cool. It becomes a little more creepy. Spiders in general, like real spiders do creep me out, but I don't have arachnophobia to the point where I'm scared of fake spiders. Like I can look at a spider that's fake and go, yeah, that's not scary, that's fake. But that was a decent one. Zoo was a lot better, but now we're gonna kind of leave the ghost town area of Knott's and head into some other areas of the park. And considering this is my first time here in almost 20 years, I'm probably going to be lost. All right, so we're out of the foggy area. There's still a lot of scare actors roaming about. I saw some sliders, which haven't seen those in a while. Like this dude right here. Oh my God. Got me good. But now we're heading closer to the Silver Bullet coaster, and I don't know what it's called, but it's the log flume ride that we will not be doing because it's a water ride. So the ride's called Calico Logging Company, which again, I haven't been here in almost 20 years, so the name escaped me. Again, I'm not going to be going on this because it's a water ride, it's nighttime, and considering how unaware I was in preparing for Knott's Scary Farm, me getting a locker because my bag was too big, I'm not going to be risking my equipment going on a water ride. But the Calico Mine train is actually right in front of me, and I believe I heard that it has a different like tone or redecoration for Knott's Scary Farm. So I said I'm not going to be going on any rides during this trip, but I'm going to make an exception for this one, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. So I'm waiting in line for Calico Mines, and the line has stopped in front of a waterfall. 3, in fact. And if I stay here any longer, I'm just gonna be soaking wet. So I might as well have gone on the log ride at the end of the day. Whatever, it's fine.
I hope you brought your own picks and shovels. You want to stake the claim here, you gotta earn it. One stray spark and we'll all get blasted to kingdom come.
And we're getting to the 3,000 foot level. Spare set workshop. This type of monitoring technology makes all this not mine and pop. Say, driver, how about a little bit more light?
Stopped for a second, but way over there, the moon is hiding among the clouds. That is awesome.
Up ahead there is a new Calico Mine. That means progress, and progress means blasted. Look out, folks. We're headed straight to a dynamite party. This shaft is caving in. Let her rip, boys. It's too late. Hurry!
Slow that train down. There's blasting ahead. Slow down there.
So Calico Mines, they didn't have a Knott's Scary Farm layover, or at least enhancements to it. I guess you could make an argument that some of the creepy animatronics are the Knott's Scary Farm enhancements, but that's a stretch. Still fun though. Definitely waited more than 15 minutes though, but still a fun ride. I just showed you a bunch of highlights from it, or a couple. There's going to be a full ride through video on this channel within the next couple days, so keep your eyes open for that. Right now it's about 10 p.m. I spent my time walking around Knott's Scary Farm, just kind of taking in the atmosphere, getting myself used to the place so I'm not lost. And I did pass a house that I'm going to go to in a couple minutes, Slasher Cinema, or Cinema Slasher. I think I saw Magical Journeys cover this house a couple years ago, during the 50th anniversary, in fact. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the same house as from when they did their video, but being a movie buff, it's right up my alley. The line looked pretty long, so let's not waste any more time and just hop over there. We're just finishing up the Old West Ghost Town section of Knott's Scary Farm, and now we're coming up to the boardwalk area. And this right here is the line for the house that I was talking about, which is Cinema Slasher. Looks like a pretty long line, so let's hop in it now. So the wait time is listed at 45 minutes right now, which isn't too long of a line. I mean, it's shorter than like the 2-hour line for Terrifier at HHN. But considering that we're past 10 p.m. and the park closes at 1, probably not going to be getting around to doing everything. So I'm going to plan accordingly once I get out of Cinema Slasher, and I'll see you all on the other side. That was a fun one. Basically, you go through a movie theater setting, and then you go into the actual horror movies that they're showing. It's got some cool sets. Wasn't all that scary though. Silver Bullet's behind me, so I apologize for that. Ooh, that was a nice gust of wind from Silver Bullet. Anyway, it was a fun one. Not really scary, but the wait time was actually far less than 45 minutes, which was actually pretty convenient. Now I'm gonna see what else I can do. Mainly, I just want to walk around and explore Knott's Scary Farm. Depending on the wait time, I'm gonna try to do Silver Bullet. But if it's like an hour or something, I'm not gonna do it. The other rides, like Accelerator, I will do it another time. And now that I've conquered Velocicoaster, I feel like there's no excuse for me to not do Accelerator, but not tonight. Supreme Scream is out of the question. I'm never gonna be going on that ride unless somebody really like convinces me to do it. This is an interesting experience because there are a lot of cool scare zones, but I feel like for a lot of the park, you just feel like you're at Knott's at night. The boardwalk area, for example, doesn't really have a whole lot of atmosphere to it. There are some scare actors roaming around, but it just feels like you're at a theme park at night, not exactly atmospheric like Dark Harbor or HHN, but still having a lot of fun. The fact that I haven't been here for 18 years, it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. So I'm still having a lot of fun regardless of my thoughts on the level of atmosphere when comparing this to Dark Harbor or Halloween Horror Nights. So here's the game plan for the moment. I looked at the wait time for Silver Bullet right here, and it said 45 minutes, but it looked longer than that. So I'm just gonna skip Silver Bullet this time around. But behind me is a house called Chilling Chambers, which is a 5-minute wait. It looks like a walk-on, so I'm gonna do that. And then after that, I'm gonna go on Sierra Sidewinders, the spinning coaster, which I've never been on at any point. I've been to Knott's, and that's a 5-minute wait also. So let's do this. So the time it took me to do Chilling Chambers, Sierra Sidewinder just went up from a 5-minute wait to a 45-minute wait. Let's see if this is actually true, and then I'll be back with my thoughts on both the house and this ride. All right, now that I've done Sierra Sidewinders, I'm gonna recap what I just recently did. The Chilling Chambers house, it was fine. It was kind of a mishmash of different scenarios. Like you had a church, you had a carnival, a laboratory, a graveyard. It was fine. It was probably my least favorite of the houses I've done so far, and that I will be doing tonight. And then as for Sierra Sidewinders, that was actually my very first spinning coaster. I'd never done one before until now, and it's a weird feeling, just the spinning, and I had to ride it without my glasses, so I'm just like frantic, not knowing what's going on. because I was partially blind. But it was fun. By the time it was done, I was like, yeah, I'd do that again, and I feel fully prepped for Curse of the Werewolf at Epic Universe. It's funny how I go on a Universal Orlando ride to prep for a Knott's ride, and then I go on a Knott's ride to prep for a Universal Orlando ride. What a coincidence. When I go to Orlando again, I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure that out at some other point. Right now, I'm gonna get on out of here. It's pretty late. I haven't done everything here, but I'm tired. And it was a pretty satisfying night. Just gonna grab my stuff and then I'll do a full recap when I get back to my apartment. So there goes Silver Bullet. I'll see you guys later. Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna do the outro right here. That way I can go straight to my apartment and go to sleep immediately. So Knott's Scary Farm was fun. Being back here after almost 20 years was just this giant blast of nostalgia, except this time I'm on my own. I've been to Knott's Scary Farm 3 times in my life. The first was in middle school with some of my friends, and it was my first ever time experiencing one of these. I went on Ghost Rider for the first time, which was my very first major roller coaster, and it's going off right now. And then the second time was in 2007 in high school, again with a lot of my friends. And we didn't really do a whole lot that night. We just went through one house, I think, walked around the entire park, did a ride, and that was it. This time around, it was fun. Definitely a lot of fun. If I had to rank this though among the other Halloween haunt events, this is like my least favorite, at least the ones that I've been to. And then it's followed by Halloween Horror Nights, Hollywood or Orlando. They're both interchangeable to me. And then Dark Harbor. Dark Harbor, for me, still reigns supreme in terms of these Halloween haunt events. And yeah, this is still fun, but I think the weird inconsistency between it being an actual haunt event and just a theme park at night, it's a little inconsistent. Okay, I apologize right now for the awkward angle change in the middle of this outro, but I just wanted to add something that I didn't say in the original recording. I know I didn't get around to doing everything during Knott's Scary Farm, but I think this was just more soaking in this place that I haven't been to in almost 20 years. And I hope to come back to Knott's Scary Farm next year. I do plan on coming to Knott's Berry Farm when it's not the Halloween season sometime next year. And if you're a regular at Knott's Scary Farm, give me some advice for future trips in the comments down below. What should I prioritize and what should I just go without doing? And as for the shirt that I got, let me bring it out here for you guys. It is a standard Knott's Scary Farm shirt. Pretty cool, I think. This is actually the back. I just realized it. And then the front is just the Knott's Scary Farm logo right here. Yeah, I like it. This was a fun night. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me. If you made it to the end of this video, then that must mean you really like it. So consider subscribing to this channel if you aren't subscribed already, and go ahead, like the video, share it, and leave a comment down below telling me about your experiences at Knott's Scary Farm. Did you go this year? What did you think of it? Whatever your answer is, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, Blue Sky, and my movie review channel right here on YouTube. I'm gonna let Ghost Rider go by really briefly. There it goes. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, take care, and safe travels.